picking up my first load of the night out of ORD 2. It's actually only going a total of 2 miles right over the ORD 9. So a total of 2 miles, ORD 2, right over the ORD 9, about a 5-minute drive. And it's paying a total of $190, $95 per mile. And right after I booked this, with it being such a short run, I looked back at the board and another run came up, which was a 5-stop run going 251 miles right out of ORD 9, where I'm dropping this load at. So I'm going to pick this up here shortly in another 20 minutes. Run this over to ORD 9, at which time I'll be looking to simultaneously complete this drop and pick up my next load. And for that 251 miles, it's paying a total of $709, $2.83 per mile. So in total for the night, once both runs are completed, I'll have made slightly over $900 for both runs. Just got done getting loaded. About to head over to ORD 9. And this drop is so short, I'm not even gonna fast forward or edit any of the drive over out, just to let you guys see how long it actually takes to drop this load from the pickup. So yeah, it's a matter of a right, a left, and a left turn, and pretty much we're there. And luckily we have facilities that are this close to each other. It's also a couple facilities out in Kenosha, Wisconsin that's set up exactly the same. They're about 3 to 5 minutes away from each other. So oftentimes you're able to string different loads together at different times of the day, depending on what your performance score is and how savvy you are with watching that load board. But it definitely helps when you have multiple facilities in close proximity to each other. And yeah, right where that truck is turning in up there, I don't know if you guys can see, but that's the entrance to ORD9. So like I said, nothing but a total of 3 minutes tops. And for some reason it looks like we have a line, which is going to make this very interesting. And I don't know if this is some type of weather situation, but when I passed here it wasn't bagged up like this. What's going on tonight? Dropping off at dock door 121, and I'm gonna unload this as quick as possible. And I'm debating on if I should get fuel and coffee first, then come back and load up. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Or if I should load up and then get fuel and coffee afterwards. So I completed the ORD2 to ORD9, and I went ahead and got fuel, got coffee, and I'm approximately 30 minutes ahead of time for my second pickup of the night. The scheduled pickup time is 1:40 a.m. It's approximately 1:10 a.m. So I'm gonna head back in. As we can see, that long line cleared up pretty quickly. And yeah, now it's how it normally is. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead in here and get loaded up with, like I said, my second load of the night. And I'm just hoping that they don't have all of the stops. This time we're headed to the opposite side of the building where the postal routes are located. And I'm going to dock door 337. And hopefully everything is here and ready to go, whatever they do have. It's always a good day when you go in and everything is in your pod waiting to be loaded. Yeah, that's always nice. I say that. That turned out to be an extended wait. And I believe I got like 7, 8 skids total. They did have all 4 stops, so I didn't get lucky on that end. But yeah, it's only like 7 to 8 skids total and a couple boxes. And when I'm done, I'll be about 20 to 25 minutes from home. like these skids worth nothing. I had one halfway fell over, but I was able to dump it in the Gaylord pretty quick without much damage. And this is a leftover package. So yeah, 3 more stops, 1 skid each. And I got a couple boxes over there. And I got about 100 miles back. It was 150 here to Petersburg. And then I got about 100 back to my next stop. It's taking me back towards the Source Center. And yeah, like I said, when I'm done, I'll be 25, 30 minutes from home. Next stop we go. That was gonna be an issue. Do it the hard way. By this being a smaller skid, not really weighing that much, either have to move the truck or just pull it out. So the way I see it, let's pull this joint out. Voila. Volume right now pertaining to Amazon Relay, in my opinion, would be considered pretty low. But it's amazing how many trucks are still pulling into Amazon night after night. Even with volume being low, they're managing to fill up each one of those dock doors with independent contractors or DSP. So the trucks are still in motion. And I just had a pick and 4 drops. And that was barely half of a truck. So the volume right now is kind of low, but it seems steady because every time I go to Amazon, it's a truck at damn near every dock door. especially after 11 p.m. With my score being 100%, I am not having a whole lot of trouble finding lows. And that's been the last 2 or 3 weeks. Since my score has been 100%, I haven't been having a hard time finding lows. I have heard from a bunch of different individuals a different story. But with 100% performance score in my particular area, I'm able to constantly move my truck with at least 1 to 2 runs a day. I know every area is different. Something that I ran into at the last post office that happens here and there is I went to let the lift gate down, and depending on the height of your truck as well as the way the post office is cemented, sometimes it's not enough clearance to flip out your lift gate. So I went to flip out my lift gate, and it came down, but I couldn't actually flip it out. So I just lifted the whole skid out of the truck and sat it on the ground. It wasn't many boxes on it, but it was enough. But I've done that a few times. It's lighter than what you think. If your arm's long enough, you could hug the skid. And yeah, you got to be careful because you definitely run the risk of hurting your back. But yeah, I ain't feel like pulling all the way out and flipping the lift gate out at another spot and then bagging back to the ledge, because the cement porch to the post office was elevated, so I would have had to gauge and kind of get out check to kind of get it in the right spot. But yeah, I'm headed to my final stop on this 251 mile run. They had all of the stops, so I did the full 251 miles. And when I booked the load, I probably was 30 miles from the facility. So you say that's 281 miles with the deadhead, and then probably another 20 miles, and I'm overestimating because I know it's less than that, but another 20 miles home. So say 301 miles total to my front door. And I also did the 2-mile run from ORD2 to ORD9 before this one. And the 30 deadhead miles that I counted was the 30 deadhead miles I ran to pick up the first load. Not so much the second one, but it's all the same. So you say for 301 miles, I got 709, and it was only $2.82 per mile. But right now, you literally have to take what you can get. Like, a lot of individuals, just due to their performance score, aren't able to get any loads of substance. So one thing that's making a major difference, like I said, is my performance score. And I'm holding on to that tight and making sure that I'm not booking anything that'll cause me to be late. I rarely ever book in advance for that same reason. I'm approaching my final stop now. And one thing about these 5 and 6 stoppers, you definitely gotta have some type of rhythm and have a system, because it's easy to get wrapped up at one spot or another and run over that 12-minute time limit. Luckily, a little while ago, I was really early because I had a skid that was kind of toppled over, but it was a Gaylord going to the same spot, so I was able to clean it up pretty quick. This one got more than enough ground clearance. That door is a pain in the ass to open. Springs on that definitely ain't working. All clear. Why didn't I close the door before I let that lift gate up? I just love doing things the hard way. And I guess I'm gonna call that a wrap, fellas and ladies. As usual, y'all stay safe out there. Take it easy. Have a good one. Appreciate you.